Hey guys, welcome to my first installment of Unpopular Opinion Versus, and today I'm putting the biggest rivals in literature and cinematic fantasy history head to head to see which is the one to rule them all in a 10-round winner takes all. Now, I'll be taking both books and movies into account when reviewing each medium. This is Harry Potter versus The Lord of the Rings. Round 1, Originality. When it comes to high fantasy and world building, J.R.R. Tolkien really sets the stage for generations to come. Honestly, his work and his creation has influenced many writers and artists. Every detail, every character truly has relevance and meaning to the story. There's not much to say about Harry Potter compared to this. It pains me to admit it, but J.K. Rowling has striking resemblances with J.R.R. Tolkien's work. Maybe it's a coincidence, or maybe it's inspiration, but undoubtedly, Tolkien takes this round. Winner, The Lord of the Rings. Round 2, Characters. This is a tough one, but the characters of Middle-earth truly reflect and portray many aspects of humanity. The study of human psychology and philosophy. They give us a glimpse at the themes such as corruption, kindness, greed, power, and loyalty. The characters are layered, flawed, and interesting. They show how people behave and change when facing adversity and hardship, and moreover, what power and corruption can do to people, and how anyone is susceptible to corruption. So, again, The Lord of the Rings wins. Winner, The Lord of the Rings. Round 3, Special Effects. This one goes without saying, but the special effects used in The Lord of the Rings is genius. It pioneered the movies industry CGI with motion capture and mixture of live-action characters with computer animated. So, winner by a long shot and coming out of the gate swinging is The Lord of the Rings. Winner, Lord of the Rings. Round 4, Protagonist. The protagonist of Middle-earth is Frodo, and I'm going to be bold by saying, Frodo's a whiny brat. He's cowardly at times. He's insufferable. It's all about him. He wasn't that way too much in the books, but in the movies, it's all about him, and I never really thought of him as a good hero. Especially given that J.R.R. Tolkien himself has stated that the true hero of his work is Samwise Gamgee. He barely takes any action in the series, and don't take that to mean that Frodo doesn't contribute to the action sequences. It means he doesn't do many things or take any stands. Now, Harry Potter has numerous admirable qualities. He's brave, he's strong-willed, he's kind, he's selfless, and he's loyal. A true Gryffindor. Not only does he have to step up and face a huge challenge and face his destiny, knowing the dangers and hardships that lay ahead, he does it heroically and selflessly. He doesn't complain that much like his counterpart Frodo. He doesn't want people to die or suffer because of him, and he's willing to sacrifice so much for the greater good. Harry's one of those heroes who is beyond beloved and means so much to many people and the fans. Other than the time he punched Gollum, I don't think I ever rooted for Frodo. So, without a doubt, the better protagonist goes to Harry Potter. Winner, Harry Potter. Round 5, Villain. This category was the easiest to decide. Let's take a look at both Dark Lords. Lord Sauron is the Dark Lord of Mordor. He has an army of orcs and wields the One Ring of Power. He plans to conquer the world and rule Middle-earth. And in the other corner, we have Lord Voldemort, an evil, unfeeling psychopath who commands an army of Death Eaters. He plans to rid the magic community of those he views as inferior and of a subhuman status. His power is so great and almost unmatchable. He is so feared and lethal that people are too afraid to even speak his name, willing to kill and maim and torture anyone who stands in his way just for fun. I'll be honest, I don't get Sauron. He's a very confusing character to me. I might get a lot of hate for saying this, but J.R.R. Tolkien really did a bad job with his villain. As far as the books, he doesn't make a real appearance, and Tolkien is so vague about him. I know he did that on purpose for dramatic effect and to build up a sense of mystery, but wow, we don't even know what he looks like or what he is. The movie at least showed him in physical form, which is something I appreciated, but the books did nothing to describe him. I know the Silmarillion is a story about his background and his origins, but honestly, if you're the title character of the story, you need to have more details about you. And not for nothing, but he and his ring don't have any power. The only detail we get on their supposed powers is that they're powerful. Sauron's abilities are left out and skipped over like they're no big deal. There's no true display of power or ability. Other than he can't die and is hard to kill, he doesn't have any power. I know I sound repetitive, but I'm sorry. The ring is the same way. People throughout the story say the ring is evil and the ring is powerful and it must be destroyed because if Sauron gets it back, he'll kill us all. Okay, but how? Literally how? What does the ring do? The story doesn't give us any detail or examples of power. All it does is make the wearer invisible, makes you corrupt while stopping the aging process. It doesn't make you invincible because Sauron was defeated while wearing the ring, and as a weapon, its ability was never demonstrated. I am left with so many questions about both the ring and Sauron, and no one has been able to give an answer or any sort of explanation beyond, they're just powerful, man. Honestly, I can go on for days about how Sauron confuses me and how I don't understand his plans or anything about him because he doesn't do anything, and how the ring is a good concept but is blown out of proportion and overrated. So the winner by a long shot and the superior Dark Lord is Lord Voldemort. Winner, Harry Potter. Round 6, Morals and Values. The morals and values in Harry Potter in its purest form is love and friendship is the most important thing and can conquer anything, whereas Lord of the Rings values is based on loyalty and dedication to the task at hand, with a bit of friendship, but there's a few others he throws at you. You get the idea. Harry Potter's morals and values are more touching and more heartwarming, and adds as an inspiration and motivation to press on during the hard times, whereas Tolkien's morals are impressive and important, but they seem to be harder to empathize with. So, winner, Harry Potter. Round 7, Music. John Williams is by far the most popular film composer, and his work for Harry Potter really shows. It was brilliant. The score really captures the feeling of true magic and awe. The music fills you with excitement, sadness, wonder, and sets the emotion for the scenes perfectly. I guarantee if you hear a minute of the music from Harry Potter, you'll be humming it for days. Now, the Lord of the Rings music is good and epic, but it doesn't have the same iconic pop culture status and effect as Harry Potter. So, the winner is Harry Potter. Round 8, Action. The action in Harry Potter was fun and thrilling, but it comes in small doses. However, the build-up to them and the execution never disappoints. However, it can't beat the epic and large-scale battles and choreography of The Lord of the Rings. So, it goes without saying, and an obvious choice. Winner, Lord of the Rings. Round 9, Plot. Harry Potter has multiple different stories and plot. Each book is broken up by year and Harry attending school, but the overall arcing story is Harry vs. Voldemort. Now, as fun as that is, The Lord of the Rings is one story and one book. Its plot of destroying the ring and fighting the evil forces of Mordor was fine-tuned and smoothed out into a straightforward tale with minimal but necessary subplot. And as much as I enjoy Harry Potter and its subplots, I have to give it to The Lord of the Rings. Winner, Lord of the Rings. Round 10, Quotes. Other than "You shall not pass" and "My precious," Lord of the Rings doesn't have many good quotes or saying. Harry Potter is jam-packed full of them, from "There is no good and evil, there is only power in those too weak to seek it, it is not our abilities that show us what we truly are, it is our choices, You're a wizard, Harry," and my personal favorite,
"There's no Hogwarts without you, Hagrid."
I can make a full video on epic and great quotes from Harry Potter, but you get the idea. Winner, Harry Potter. Round 11, Themes. We come to round 11 as a tiebreaker. Lord of the Rings has so many themes I don't even know where to begin or how to describe them all. So to save time, I'll just list a couple. Addiction, war, corruption, power, loss, triumph, loyalty, friendship, and many more. Harry Potter has themes in very similar aspects but takes a different approach, such as racism, different of class, tyranny and government, and again, friendship and love. So, which one takes the cake? I'm gonna have to give it to Tolkien. The themes Harry Potter has in common with him came first and are more original. Not to mention, his other themes focus more on the bigger picture, and not just the personal individual matters like in Harry Potter. That ultimately won him this round. So, winner, The Lord of the Rings. So with a score of 5 for Harry Potter and a score of 6 for The Lord of the Rings, the victor has been decided, and the winner is Harry Potter. Honestly, those rounds don't mean anything. I promised you nothing. Harry Potter is one of the best movies ever, period. Setting aside the awesome fantasy of the franchise, the emotion, the passion, the sincerity is what really won this fight. Harry Potter won the harder hitting categories. This story is sentimental and beautiful with a sense of childlike wonder, and that can never be overcome. I grew up on Harry Potter. It brings back wonderful childhood memories and the feeling of nostalgia. The music takes you to a special place of wonder and excitement. This franchise really is magical in every sense of the word. It reminds you that this world is a beautiful place, and love really can conquer all. And its lessons in friendship and kindness really hit home. This means more to me personally than The Lord of the Rings ever could. Personally, Harry Potter is more inspirational and more of a triumph, and moves people on an emotional level. While I will admit The Lord of the Rings is a great movie and a magnum opus of a story, it wasn't enough to topple Harry Potter. I will see Lord of the Rings is more realistic in nature and shows the true darkness and struggles of humanity, and its themes grounded in reality make for a more relatable and tragic drama. But at the end of the day, I'd prefer hardship conquered by love than a dark and twisted fairy tale that, at times, is disturbing to watch. So, that's my feelings on one of the biggest pop culture rivalries in history. While The Lord of the Rings is spectacular and I have huge respect for it, Harry Potter is truly better of the two. I want to thank all my loyal fans and subscribers for really helping this channel. Thank you for watching. And I know I'm getting a ton of hate comments for this, but oh well, it is an unpopular opinion after all. Join me next time to see Full Metal Jacket take on Platoon.